In the next 30 days, I want to invite you to learn AI with me. And more specifically, I want to go ahead and invite you to learn how to build AI agents, how to do a little bit of vibe coding. And then on top of that, I want to go ahead and invite you to essentially just learn AI with me. Now, who the fuck am I? My name is Rich. I'm the co-founder for two programs here, which is one is helping people make a transition to AI product management, tech sales, and then also we have two other programs in cybersecurity and then also in HVAC. So essentially speaking, I am a glorified course creator, but we have a whole team that's supporting us to help people upskill in this job, these four jobs, and then going out there and helping them make that full transition. And I would like to say we are the best in the business at doing all four programs. AI has really, I don't think anything has driven shy of just war and COVID has, or some kind of natural disaster, has really driven as much fear to the general population than AI. And our aim here across the Product Gym and Elevate programs is not to have you become a casualty statistic or a victim of AI or to create more fear in you to shut down and to prohibit you from taking action. We want to go ahead and empower you and inspire you to leverage AI to go and achieve all of your professional goals, all of your career ambitions, and to, like, we're going into this new age. How do you go ahead and best position yourself? Which really comes out to be the problem is the existing options for AI education just suck. You don't know how to weaponize AI to your own benefit. The time is also running out for you. And I think a lot of you, nobody's going to deny to me that like AI is here to stay. It's only getting better. It's only getting faster. It's getting cooler, but it's also getting scarier at the same time. Where do you go ahead and position yourself for the maximum amount of success and just to be able to reap the benefits? Because on one side, yes, it is very scary, but on the other side, it's also very lucrative, where there's a lot of people taking advantage of this time to make a lot of money. They're printing a lot of cash during the AI gold rush. So let me clarify for you right now, what are the problems and what are the solutions, and how are we going to implement this entire game plan together, and what it ultimately means for you as a benefit. The problem right now is you need to learn AI. You're running out of time. The options suck. And the solution is you need to be able to learn AI in a very short amount of time in a way that it's fun and be able to make sure that the skills that you're learning is actually useful for you. The implementation of it is I'm going to be doing it with you because I also don't have an AI background, shy of just putting in some prompts at a very basic level in ChatGPT. I am a non-technical startup founder, so I come from a history major, otherwise known as a party major, from a somewhat party school, and I'm going to be learning it with you, and I'm going to be going through all the frustration of it with you, and then ultimately how it's going to be a benefit for you is you need to go ahead and learn all these skills, number one, on the job, and you also need to be able to understand how to monetize these skills off the job too, because I don't know. I don't want to be an alarmist. I don't know if AI is going to take away everybody's job and when that's going to happen. But I think you would still be feeling better if you had multiple income streams rather than just one. So, to clarify all of that, let's talk about what are our freaking problems in learning AI. Number one is the options suck. So, what are your options out there to learning AI? Everybody's telling you to learn AI, you need to learn AI, you're going to get left behind, and nobody is arguing with that at all. But let's talk about what are the options. If you take one of our programs, it's $7,000, $12,500, upwards of $15,000, sometimes even $20,000. That's a lot of money. We deliver a very brilliant outcome, but that's a lot of money. And also, you don't know if you're going to like our delivery model if you're being educated that way. So what other options exist out there for you? Well, there's a bunch of free content on YouTube that just suck. That's why it's free. It sucks. You know, I have so many screenshots that I can go out there and show of people saying, like, learn AI, it just sucks. I don't know what to do with it. Like, 101 ways ChatGPT can go out there and make your life more productive. It was I don't know, somewhat borderline entertaining, but like, when I'm putting down my iPhone, am I going to be able to use any of this fucking shit? Not really, right? It doesn't help you as a product manager. It doesn't help you as a tech salesperson. It doesn't help you as a cybersecurity person. It doesn't help you as just like, how do I take all, like, how do I benefit that with me? You know, like as a history major, I can tell you this: Chinese people invented gunpowder. They made fireworks off of it. You know what the white guy did? They made guns. What was more useful? What do you think sold better? The freaking gun. Okay, so your options that exist right now is either really bad free content. You got a bunch of British bros that are dropping out flex content from Dubai on rooftops, yachts, and freaking on clubs, popping bottles. That's just like, I'm not denying they know what it is that they're talking about, but they're also really bad at training people up on how to use and, how do I utilize AI effectively for my job? Because, I would love to be in Dubai on a rooftop, on a yacht, and in the club with you. But at the same time, I also kind of really need a job right now, right? They don't do a good job communicating, like, what is it that they've learned, and how do you go out there and master these skills, and ultimately, how do you take that and put money into your pocket, right? The other thing here is, what else do we have? We have the passport bros that are freaking, the highly paid passport bros that are dropping off free PDFs on their LinkedIn and on their other social media profiles. They get like thousands upon thousands of comments, and it says like, comment me this video and I will send it over there. It's free, so you're gonna hit video. You know what? You get this freaking template that you can't freaking take action off of at all, right? Or my personal favorite, and I'm about to launch the most vicious freaking social media attack campaign on these. Like, you see these 60-second videos, and they're always playing the same type of intrigue music, where it's just always like, no, 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 no. All I have to do is, and yeah, we download those freaking prompts, and we're running it ourselves, and it's not coming out the same lasagna that you're showing me that you're making in 60 seconds, you freaking asshole. We are buying the same freaking ingredients and popping in the same freaking recipe, and it's not coming out of the oven looking or even tasting remotely what it is that you're showing out there. So we're going to keep those jerks honest. But regardless but it's free content, so what do you expect, right? It's bad. It's bad, bad, bad. So you know what I'm going to go out there and do? And on top of that, you're trying to take all this information on, while nonstop fear marketing is constantly dropping. The government doesn't seem to be helping you upskill. So if you're thinking, a lot of people that are older too, you're very worried and you're very afraid. You got to understand something. It's not your fault, because I'm in that same bucket with you. There was a time in terms of technological, like IT literacy training, there was a lot of time provided for people to learn Microsoft Word, learn Microsoft Excel, learn Microsoft PowerPoint. And in school, you were given a lot of ample opportunity to train people up to use that. And some of you that are as old as me, remember ClarisWorks? On the Mac? ClarisWorks? Oh, that computer that freaking just sucked. This is way before Microsoft had Pages. Yeah, there was a lot of training, and like, honestly, it was a far inferior product compared to Microsoft Word. But somehow Apple was able to get their freaking computers in there. Like, there was a lot of time to train you guys up on how to use this, and the delta of using these apps like Microsoft Word to go into Google Docs, and the delta of going from Google Docs to Notion, or Excel to Google Sheets, and then Google Sheets to like Airtable. That delta, not that far, and there was also a lot more time allocated. Right now, going from Notion to like Notebook LM, or going from like these, like, going from like Microsoft PowerPoint to Google presentation slides to Canva AI, way bigger delta and way shorter timeline, and they have way faster iterations. I mean, back in the days, if you were using Windows 95, it was 2 years before we got Windows 97. A lot of people didn't wait until 99 or 2000, right? I remember using that shit. So you had a lot more time to learn IT skills at that time. But in the world of AI, it's very hard to keep up, because every single week they're dropping something new. So it's not your fault. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is basically this. we made a list of all the things that we do here as a business, and a big part of it is dropping content. And I think everybody should have their own social media channel. You can do it faceless if you don't want to, if you don't want to go ahead and actually put your face on it, but you can go out there and do it absolutely faceless. And one of the ways that you can monetize outside of your job is to go ahead and have some type of social media. Like, your future resume for all jobs is going to be your YouTube channel and your social media handles like Instagram, TikTok, and all that. Either you put your face on it or you don't put your face on it, or you go ahead and do both. One of the fastest ways to go out there and blow up those channels is by tagging yourself on recent news. So if you follow me on LinkedIn, I was posting a bunch of stuff about astronomer, and it got clicked. Why? Because everybody was searching for astronomer, so I get caught in that wave. So the first thing that we're going to go out there and do is we're going to build an AI agent that is grabbing all of that news quickly, that's recent, that's viral, that's trending, and how are we going to go ahead and create content from it? Both video content, so I'm going to create an avatar, and also social, like written content, which are going to be posts. And how do we get that on these different social media platforms? I want to invite you to build it with me. I don't have a background in this. I have a team, but I want to learn it, and I want to compete against my team, because I also want to see, does AI, can it really go up against a human team that's world class, that's in our organization, right? And there's only two outcomes. It's either yes or no. But I feel like at the end of August, there's going to be a hybrid solution where we figure out, like, yeah, AI can help us out a lot, but we also have to figure out how to integrate in a team. I want to go out there and actually also help my team level up on this a little bit. But we also have AI trainers inside the team as well. And I think they can utilize a little bit more of the, like, they know AI very well, but they don't necessarily know the customer demographic and the pain points of our students and the outcomes that we're trying to achieve. I think this is going to be a really good exercise for everybody, and competition in-house is always going to be good. I want to document it, and I want to show you guys all of that. I'm going to be purchasing all of these subscriptions, doing the product reviews absolutely live, telling you which one sucks, which one's an absolute waste of money, which one's actually a waste of your time. And at the end of it, we're going to have templates that we can go out there and share for everybody to go out there and like really just save your time. And we're going to make multiple iterations from this moving forward into September. So the first iteration is, how do we create like an AI agent that can scrape that recent news? The next thing is, how do we go out there and put Rich's avatar on there? I want to also create other types of digital avatars, because maybe you don't want to hear an Asian guy talk shit all day. You want to go out there and see somebody else. Yeah, maybe a different guy, maybe a different girl, maybe it's an animal, maybe it's a golden retriever, maybe it's a gorilla podcast. We want to be able to go out there and do all of those different things, and we want to be able to automate the posting of it as well. The next thing that we want to go ahead and do, so that's on the marketing side, for all my folks that are in tech sales or in sales, I want to go out there and see if we can go out there and build an AI agent to go out there and automate lead generation. There's a lot of hype about SDRs getting replaced. Well, let's just go ahead and find out. I don't have background in this, and I'm going to go out there and actually do it with y'all. And I think that's the other thing is, like, people cannot take this information and take action on their own. We learned how to use Microsoft. We were from that generation where we used Microsoft Word together. And I remember being in that freaking computer lab with my friends, and it's like, oh yeah, what are you doing over there? Okay, what are you doing over there? Okay, so like Control V is paste, Control C. So we had all that, which reminds me, I want to say this. I feel really bad right now learning AI about all the times my parents asked me for like help on their iPhone, and I was so impatient. I was like, damn. damn. Be nice to your parents, people. So like, I want to go out there and actually see if we can automate like an AI agent that does lead generation, and can they book more appointments than the human team? We're about to find out. For cybersecurity side is, there's also a lot of these vibe code applications and all that, like ChatGPT. There's a lot of these leaks. We want to see if we can go out there and actually safety the back end of all of this entire process. HVAC is also not safe from AI as well. Like, is not safe from AI as well. Like, there was a guy, he actually wore like the Meta glasses. He was like, I was looking at an air conditioning unit the other day. I did not know how to use it. I did not know how to fix it. It might as well have been written in Chinese. I put on these glasses, and it basically like you guys also have to learn prompt engineering and all of that. HVAC is also not safe. And also, you guys are probably going to have to become content creators at some point in HVAC, because this is only making the assumption that, like, how many homes needs an AC installation? Like, I live in a freaking apartment. We already have an AC right here. We're assuming that what happens when physical AI comes and takes those jobs away too, because robotics is a huge thing, right? Like, and if you're watching it, I have one YouTube channel. I'm posting this up on all of my YouTube channels. I have one YouTube channel that's called Tech Careers. This is going to affect every single job, like software engineers, customer success, business analysts. People are going into court right now with AI attorneys and beating real attorneys. This is very real. So you need to learn all of these different skills. At the end of this, hopefully you'll enroll in one of our programs, but I think the real AI gold rush is going to come from AI education, because it's so bad. Everything that's pissing you off right now, like, if you speak foreign languages, yes, there is like 11 labs. It can go out there and automate me speaking in Mandarin, even though I already speak Mandarin, right? Or me doing this in Spanish. But nothing is really going to top an actual authentic human being that's actually going to be speaking in Spanish or Portuguese or Italian or any other foreign language. So I would love to invite you to learn these skills. And on top of that, I would love to go ahead and invite you to actually take the programs, because we're implementing AI throughout the board. So schedule a call. We would love to go out there and chat with you. We're going to be documenting this series for the next 30 days, and here are the next steps of the challenge. I'm going to be doing a whole teardown of how we're reviewing all of these different apps, and let's go out there and see which part we can start taking action on immediately. Let's make August 2025 one of the best earning months ever. Let's make it one for the books. Let's get it.